Howdy y'all, Michael here. Today is Sunday, February 20th, 2022. It's a nice, cool, brisk morning. I believe we're going to be in the 70s today. I'm in Frisco, Texas, more specifically Frisco Commons Park. This park has a little bit of everything to offer. Just enjoying my nice, tasty, caffeinated beverage here. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a caramel macchiato, venti, with 2 extra shots of espresso. Come hang out with me. When you come to this park, the first thing you're going to come up on is this gargantuan playground. Of all the parks I've filmed, this one has the largest playground of them all. It's so large, it actually has neighborhoods. To the right here is Hope Park. On the left here, this wooden structure, this one's Friendship Park. There's one entrance in and out of this place, so kind of corral your kids, because at the end of it is the picnic alley. Looks like somebody forgot their little picnic blanket here. Somebody forgot to pick up their trash here with their tasty hot beverage. We'll go take care of that. Charles, please pick up after yourself. I'm not your mama. I'm just teasing you, Charles. But seriously, don't forget and leave trash around. We want to keep our parks clean. Caffeinated beverage and bud. Let's go see what's around the corner here. We have another building over here. Looks like another picnic area with another type of park here. And I'm pretty sure this park's not going to be opening for a good month or two, as it's the splash park. It's got a lot of spray nozzles down the ground here. And little cannons you can spray your friends with. Multi-port cannons. So you're not going to go too far with it, but you'll have a little fun. I'm sitting here in the wind just imagining what that water would feel like right now. I'm not going to say it's too pleasant. 105, 108 degree days here in Texas. Yeah, that's going to be pleasant. And here's these tilting buckets. They fill up with water, and when they get a little too full, they're a little off balance, and they'll dump the water on the kids. That looks like fun on a hot summer's day. It looks like they are recycling the water over and over on this water feature. So, wouldn't advise drinking it. In fact, it even says it right here. Do not drink water from the water feature. Diarrhea is prohibited. Good advice. Walking around the corner here, looks like we have a community garden. Curious what they're growing here. It's cold out here, so I imagine it's going to be items that are resistant to cold weather. No pick, please. We got some forms of lettuce here. If you know what all this is, let me know in the comments. That looks like cilantro. I'm not going to pick and taste it though. I'm going to respect the rules here. And those look like onions. Or shallots. One of the two. Honestly, a lot of this looks like it was left over from last year and it's grew back. Is that possible? Most of it looks like the winter weather got it though. All the spigots here are luck though. Those are the deep freeze type faucets there. I've seen them in some RV parks. Not that I go to RV parks. You know, YouTube. Here we have the Buccino family garden. Some spinach. And I know it's spinach because it's labeled as Bonnie spinach. The romaine's not doing so well though. Holy cow, look at this thriving. That is broccoli. There's the broccoli, what do you call it, stem, flower, floret? I don't know what you call them, but that's broccoli. There's some romaine lettuce that's doing well. For the most part, this is empty. But I'm sure it's going to flourish during the springtime here. Wouldn't you love this in your backyard? So they actually have a Mercy defibrillator here, which I think is awesome. That's incredibly awesome. And when I walked up here, this little speaker went off and said, "Surveillance is in use," with a very British voice. But there is a button there to call 911, which in America, that's our emergency number for police, ambulance, and fire. That is very cool. I'm sure that's expensive as all get out to get a setup like that. But that is worth it. That really is. I appreciate that. I'm seeing these everywhere, and I think it's a good thing. It's a littlefreelibrary.org. We have several of these in my hometown, the Colony. It looks like it's mainly kids' books here. If you're in the area, add some books to this. It looks like it could use a few more. So we were looking at the garden a little earlier, and here's a plaque or a sign from the National Garden Clubs Incorporated. And this is a Blue Star Memorial, a tribute to the armed forces that have defended the United States of America. Sponsored by the Frisco Garden Club, the City of Frisco, in cooperation with the City of Frisco and the Frisco VFW Post 8273. The City of Frisco is a Purple Heart city. The Purple Heart is a medal for military personnel that are injured in the line of duty. As far as pavilions, that's got to be one of the most grandest pavilions I've ever seen. And surveillance is in use. I'm curious how tall the structure is. It's not tiny. On the other side of that large pavilion is the Veterans Memorial. Now I'm going off memory here, but I remember there being a big stone globe in this area. If you'll notice, the whole area slopes down for drainage. And this globe would have water at the bottom, and you can actually spin the globe with your hands. Big steel stone globe. Looks like it's been removed. In its place, they put a battlefield cross. The battlefield cross is a symbolic representation for someone who has been killed in action. This current tradition originated during World War I and has continued in every conflict since. Comrades in arms erect the cross to show honor and respect for the brave souls who gave their lives in the defense of their country. The battlefield memorial contains a rifle pointed outwards with a fixed bayonet, the service member's helmet, boots, and dog tags. It is common in a battlefield memorial service for fellow service members to touch the portion of the battlefield cross to say goodbye to their fallen comrade. And you'll see the boots. You'll see their M16. The dog tags. And their helmet. And I don't want to be picky, but it shows it's a Colt AR-15 and that it's a semi-automatic. I don't believe that's what the soldiers carried. I believe they carried M16s, which were capable of being fully automatic. But don't let it detract from the sacrifice they made. Just outside the Veterans Memorial here, or the center of it, this whole park is, there's the Gold Star Families Memorial Monument, which is a tribute to Gold Star families and their relatives who sacrificed a loved one for our freedom. On the other side shows Homeland, Family, Patriot, and ultimately Sacrifice. Well, they have a nice little trail system out here. It's all paved, it's sidewalk, so you can take strollers, wheelchairs, and other wheeled devices as well. But it has got little stations throughout here that pay tribute to those who served in the military. This is quite the feat for an Eagle Scout project. Nicholas Morrow headed up this little project for a World War II flyboy sculpted by Sandra Johnson. And a lot of donations were involved with this. That's the World War II flyboy. This trail in the Frisco Commons Park is dedicated by the residents of Frisco to honor Seaman First Class Richard Lloyd Bolton. He was 19 years old when he was serving on the U.S. Navy's ship, the USS Quincy. And on August 9, 1942, he was killed in action as his ship was sunk by naval gunfire and torpedoes during the Battle of Savo Island in the Solomon Islands. Seaman First Class Bolton was lost at sea. And here's a faded out picture of the youth center when it was built. And it's a home to Frisco's first senior adult center. And there's motion detected at my front door. Next little station shows some of the older items in Frisco. This one's talking about the Kurt Singer's drugstore. Apparently he practiced medicine for more than 40 years there. It's more about the medical as well. There's a doctor here. Dr. D with G Pink. It's not pink, I can't really read it. These signs can use a little TLC. No, that is Dr. Pink. Or Dr. Pick. Dr. Pick, Dr. Irwin and G. Okay, no. This is Dr. Irwin G. Pick, arrived in Frisco in 1954. Not only worked in the office, he stood on the sidelines of Frisco High School during their basketball games as the team doctor. Dr. Pick. You got a junction of multiple trails here. Do they have a wooded trail? Let's go check that out right quick. Another member of the military honored here. Technical Sergeant Mayburn Paul Johnson, World War II. This Frisco Park's Common Trail is dedicated by the residents of Frisco, Texas to honor Technical Sergeant Johnson. Age 25, was serving in the U.S. Army Air Forces as a top turret gunner on a B-24 Liberator aircraft with the 714th Bombardment Squadron. The 448th Bombardment Group, 8th Air Force, on June 10th, 1944, when he was killed in action consequent to his plane being shot down over Évreux, France. Technical Sergeant was laid to rest at Farmersville IOF Cemetery in Farmersville, Texas. Right across from that pack is a little fishing pond they have here. I was just talking to a gentleman here. He said that it is stocked full of bass and sometimes crappie. Need to get my fishing license renewed. Going from that last sign over there to the fishing pond that's right over this berm. Here's the wooded trail system. Kind of limited on time this morning, so we'll just take a short walk in here. But I have a sneaky suspicion I'm going to come back out here for a longer one. I didn't know this stuff was out here. I think I've been here once or twice. Apparently there's Corey Lane entry that way. And an interpretive trail this way. One thing I've noticed about these trails within the city is the squirrels are fat and plump. They are well fed out here. I guess that was the extent of the interpretive trail here. A joint project between Blackland Prairie Chapter, Texas Master Naturalists, and the city of Frisco. There's some off the paved area trails here as well. Private Lee Harold Deary Berry. World War II. The Frisco Common Trail is dedicated by the residents of Frisco, Texas to honor Private Deary Berry, age 22. Was serving in the U.S. Army with Troop A, 5th Cavalry Regiment, 1st Cavalry Division on November 29, 1944, when he was killed in action during the battle for Leyte Islands, Philippines. Private Deary Berry was laid to rest at Pecan Grove Cemetery in McKinney, Texas. Trying to find the quickest way back, so I am running out of time. This is definitely a park I'm going to explore some more because this is beautiful. And this is getting out from the hustle bustle of life. And if you're not getting out in life, you're going to miss out on things like this. It's so important to get out and recharge your batteries. We get so caught up to where we just want to relax at home. And there's nothing wrong with resting. Rest is important. But so is recharging your batteries by doing something like this. No. At the house on a tree. Private First Class Sidney Gordon Duncan. World War II. The Frisco Commons Park Trail is dedicated by residents of Frisco to honor Private First Class Duncan, age 24, was serving in the U.S. Army Medical Corps with the 17th Infantry Regiment, 7th Infantry Division on April 28, 1945, when he was killed in action during the Battle of Okinawa on the island of Okinawa, Japan. Private First Class Duncan was laid to rest in Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery in San Antonio, Texas. And there's quite a few out here. I'm not going to necessarily be able to hit them all, but here's a little map and it shows all the different stations there. Corporal Kenneth Jack Hill, Korean War. This Frisco Commons Park Trail is dedicated by the residents of Frisco, Texas to honor Corporal Hill, age 18, is serving as a U.S. Army automatic rifleman with E Company, or Easy Company, 2nd Battalion, 24th Infantry Regiment, 25th Infantry Division on December 23rd, 1950, when he was killed in action during combat operations near the Imjin River, South Korea. Corporal Hill was laid to rest at Ridgeview Memorial Park in Allen, Texas. Corporal Robert Ray Brown, Vietnam War. This Frisco Commons Park Trail is dedicated by the residents of Frisco, Texas to honor Corporal Brown, age 20, was serving as a U.S. Army Infantry indirect fire crewman with the B Company, 4th Battalion, 47th Infantry Regiment, 9th Infantry Division on October 1st, 1967, when he was killed in action by enemy sniper fire during combat operations in Quien Hoa, South Vietnam. Corporal Brown was laid to rest at Lincoln Memorial Park Cemetery, Dallas, Texas. I encourage you to come out here and just read every one of these plaques. I'm limited on time, so I will be out here again someday soon, I hope. Probably won't be bringing the camera, just coming out here and just enjoying nature and unplugging a bit and getting out in life. One more feature they have here right by the fishing pond is an amphitheater. Wonder if they have any Shakespeare in the park or anything like that. I think amphitheaters are not utilized as well as they should be. But maybe sometime soon. Let's cut across the field here to save some time. Looks like they have even more memorials on the back side of this. And looking at it a little closer, it looks like these were the ones featured on the trail. You look down here, there's brickworks for more who served their country. I'm going to assume these are not necessarily people that were killed in combat. because I see that some are showing that they were wounded. But not all of them. There's a lot of in-memories of here. These may have been the VFW for Veterans of Foreign Wars post members that have passed on. That's not necessarily in combat. This is the Wall of Honor. And the Wall of Honor is for those that are killed in action. We do have the POWMIA flag flying behind me. And it's talking about the reason behind that flag. POW is prisoner of war, MIA is missing in action. And you truly are not forgotten. This third plaque here is about the Walk of Honor. And that is these bricks that we were just walking through here. And there's plenty of spaces for more bricks. That's Frisco Commons Park. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a while since I've been out here, but I'm glad I came out here. I'm glad I had the urge to come out here to make a video and hang out with you guys. It's important that we get out in life and get out and explore and find new things, even places we thought we knew. And appreciate y'all coming out this time. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. But for now, y'all take care, be safe, bye.